Now, I've said multiple times on this video and in person, or not video, I should say channel. This episode is already off to a fantastic start. Um, I'm a very sick person. Now, if you were to meet me in real life, I don't look sickly. You can tell from my voice, I don't sound sickly. But in my mind, I'm sick. Now, what does that mean? Oh, well, it means that, for one, I'm recording this series, I'm recording this video, I'm recording this podcast every single day. Who does that? But more importantly, I know that if I had the ability to, the capability, the machinery, the know-how, the ability to, I am truly one bad day away from making a Killdozer. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to kill people with my Killdozer. I'm just saying the idea of taking a tractor or a skid steer or another piece of heavy machinery, welding sheet metal to it, and driving around causing destruction and chaos and terror. My fear is that if I knew how to do all that, if I knew how to weld, if I had a shop to work on a skid steer or whatever, if I had the funds to purchase a skid steer, my fear is that I would have already done that. You know? Now, like I said earlier, I'm not planning on anything, and I wouldn't kill anyone if I did have a skid steer. But I might crush a few cars. Tip over a few sheds. I might cause some property damage. I might. Now, fortunately for the world, and unfortunately for me, I don't have access to that. I don't know how to do that. I couldn't weld two pieces of metal together if my life depended on it. Now, luckily, I have YouTube. I don't know if YouTube teaches you a step-by-step guide on how to make a Killdozer, but I can probably learn how to weld and then use my own creativity for the actual dozer. My only problem is I'm too cautious of a person. Meaning, if I could save my game, do the Killdozer, and then reload the game as if it never happened, I would do that. But I don't believe that's how that works. Or at least I haven't figured out a way to do that. Now, I will update you on this if I do figure out a way to save and reload life. But like I said, I'm not very hopeful. Now, as far as the actual Killdozer goes, the man behind the original Killdozer was also not well. Now, like I said, I don't think I'm to his level because I do believe he was. I actually don't know if I don't know if anyone got hurt. I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure of the entire story. I know that he destroyed a lot of shit. A lot of shit. And he had the police, quite freaked. Quite freaked. Because apparently their small arms fire could not penetrate the Killdozer in question. Which is quite jarring, actually. Quite jarring. The fact that he was able to create something like that, which is essentially a civilian tank, is not only impressive, but kind of scary. I mean, what if there are 10,000 Killdozers out there, and just one bad event will cause all of them to activate? AI comes out, 100,000 people are laid off. Out of those 100,000 people, 5 of them own Killdozers. All 5 of them activate and start wreaking havoc. Are we just supposed to live our entire lives in fear? Probably. That's probably the goal. That's probably the goal of owning a Killdozer, is if your neighbor acts up, if the HOA acts up, you activate your Killdozer and you flatten their car, you flatten their house, you flatten their family. That's probably the intention behind owning and maintaining a Killdozer. But if anyone owns a Killdozer in the comments, please let me know what the purpose of it is, just so I don't misrepresent anyone. That's not my intention here. But I appreciate you listening to this, and I will see you tomorrow.